Hi everyone, I'm Lindsay. I am the book lady for Sarah's party tonight. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful night. We're going to jump right in and I'm going to show you some of our favorite books that we own here, as well as a few Christmas books that are still in stock. I hope you guys enjoy the party and we'll get started. The first book I'm going to start off showing you guys is one of our fold-out books. This one is called Colors. We also have a fold-out book that is nursery rhymes. There is a Christmas one still, and also an animals one. These are great. There is also a couple more called 1, 2, 3 Counting that is not considered a fold-out book, but it's the same concept. And an On the Farm, but I believe On the Farm is out of stock at this moment. But the colors, you open these up. I wish I had these when Weston was little, my little guy. These fold out to these huge, beautiful spreads with the different colors. Very high contrast, very vivid colors. One of the many things I love about Usborne. But these work great to stand up on their own on the floor for tummy time books. So if you're looking for something to get for a baby shower, I'm actually giving this one away for a baby shower gift. These are wonderful and also beneficial. We hated tummy time in our house, so this would have been a huge, huge, huge help. These are $7.99 a piece. Somebody wants to help me with these ones. So Weston, can you say hi? Hi! The next ones I want to show you is some from our That's Not My series. These books are wonderful. This That's Not My Tractor I actually got as a baby shower gift and was one of the books I didn't realize even existed as an Usborne book. But it has quickly was one of our favorite books, right? You like this book?
Yeah, I do like it.
What is this book? You show them? What does it say?
It says, that's not my tractor.
Its funnel is too smooth. Huh?
Smooth.
Yeah. What about this one? That's not my tractor. Its wheels are too
Mushy.
squashy. Yeah. What about the end? That's my tractor. Its lights are so shiny. You will actually recite these books as well. These are That's Not My Narwhal. We have over 60 titles in these books. They're very vivid.
All of them.
I love them because of the different textures that are in each book. You're getting kids to understand. Hey, be quiet for just a second. We're getting kids to understand the different textures behind each of the feelings. You're actually putting the adjective or verb or whatever it is there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. With the actual feeling. So Weston actually can recite some of these by himself now. So I like them because he's kind of looking at the words and saying them himself too. So it was one of the books I loved, and when I found out it was an Usborne book, it was just all the more reason I wanted to sell these. These are called Don't Tickle the Lion. We also have Don't Tickle the Hippo, Don't Tickle the Bear, Don't Tickle the Dinosaur, and Don't Tickle the Tiger. These are one of our sound books. You can see on the back, these are very easily accessible for batteries if they run out, unlike many books that hide them in the covers. And there is also an on-off switch. So if you were like our little guy here, he was scared of the sounds at first, weren't you? Were you scared? Did it scare you with the sounds at first?
Let me try it.
Okay, well, we'll show you how it goes now. So it says, don't tickle the lion, you might make it roar. Don't tickle the zebra, you might make it giggle. And it goes through different animals until you get to the very end where it says, oh no, now look what you've done. And it goes through all the animal sounds and plays a little song at the end, huh? You dance? These books are $19.99, and as you can see, we love to have fun with these. The next two books I want to show you guys are a little about inclusion. This book is called Different. This one is $7.99. It is all about a cute, adorable little flamingo named Flo. And Flo thinks that everything about her is kind of odd. So, for instance, my beak is too big, Flo thought, but her friends say beaks are so amazing, said all the other birds. My neck is too long, Flo thought.
Mama.
Long necks are wonderful, said Giraffe. So it goes through and all of her friends end up reassuring her that her differences are, in fact, what makes her beautiful. So different is beautiful. Very cute, very simple for those young kids to learn. This is not quite a board book in pages, but the pages are kind of shiny and also pretty thick. So they do work well for toddlers. Then there is Upside Down Sid. This book is $12.99 and it is all about a guy named Sid who lives upside down. He does everything upside down. So his whole world is reversed from everybody else's. Some things work out, some don't. He even has his home all figured out upside down for himself. And then one day, he's sitting in his dining room having some breakfast, and a basketball comes through the window from some of the neighbors outside playing. Well, they apologize and invite Sid to come along with them to different activities. Well, these activities Sid can't do because of being upside down, so he feels left out. In the end, Sid invites them over for lunch, which ends up being a disaster. But the friends want to come back another time. They don't care that everything was weird. So one day when Sid went out, the friends came over, fixed his window for him as they promised, and they did a little reconstruction, or a little construction. They flipped Sid's house completely upside down. So his couch is now upside down. His bed is upside down. His dining room is upside down. He gets to sleep in his bed for the very first time. In the end, he did see his friends again almost every day. Very cute story, very sweet, very much an inclusive ending to the whole thing. This is one of our many Lift the Flap series. This one is Lift the Flap very first questions and answers. I will show you another one in a little bit here next that is just a little bit different than this. These books are a little bit smaller. These are $14.99. This one is What is Germs? We also have What are Feelings? Why do tigers have stripes? How do animals talk? Why do things die? What makes it rain? Where babies are come from? As well as many others. So definitely a cool little book. These are full of just basic facts for kids. They have flaps on each page that explains each question. We particularly like the germ one right now, being that we're living in a very COVID world and it is very hard to explain germs to children. As you can see, there are many flaps on each page. Some big, some small. I love that they each give you, if you can see, a little corner here for those little fingers to grab the flaps, or your big fingers like mine, or like our adult size fingers, I should say. But very simple, easy to understand, very straightforward. We also have the Why Things Die book, which is great. I actually sold it to a girlfriend of mine as well for preparation for their older dog, and it's been very helpful for that kind of thing. It puts things in a direct way but also in a kid-friendly way. This is called Look Inside Your Body. So sticking with the flat books, this is a little bit older, geared towards the older kids. These have over 100 flaps in them. This is Look Inside Your Body. We have animal homes, construction sites, our world, what happens when you eat, seas and oceans, things that go. There's a pretty wide range of these books available. These are $14.99, and flip this open here. There are so many flaps on each page. Many of them have flaps inside of flaps. These have these are just honestly full of information. These each, that one is being stubborn. These are just, like I said, packed full of information. Great for those kids who just want to learn. My niece is very much that way, and she just loves to learn about different facts. These are a great way to get into some of those. So check these out. Let me know if you have any questions. The next thing I want to talk to you about is our great series on learning to read. This is my very first reading library. It comes with 50 books. They are progressive, so there is, I believe, 16 in this first section, and then another chunk and another chunk. They get harder as you go. So I will show you. This set is $79.99. Sounds like a lot, but it makes each individual book under $1.60. So really you're getting a great deal. It's a great way to save money. So they give you a little bit of how they work, tips for parents on how to read through these. So these, for instance, the parent can read these and the kids get to read the little text bubbles. So you can read them with each other. Very simple, straightforward text, cute little stories. In the end, there are a couple puzzles for the kids to do, which is kind of nice. And that was the first series, and then this is one from the middle. So this one is a little bit more advanced. You're getting very short sentences, but the child gets to read everything themselves. And then all the way to the very end. These are just a couple bit longer, that makes a lot of sense. A couple sentences longer on each page, but a great way, puzzles in the back, to let our kids learn to read. Another great way, if you didn't want to do that, is our phonics books. So I'm going to show you, this is Giraffe in the Bath. Individually, our phonics books are $6.99. Very straightforward. They rhyme, which I'm a big fan of rhyming books myself because they have some flow. These also have, oh, I misspoke. They do not have puzzles in the back. Then you can also get these in a combined volume like this, Raccoon on the Moon and Other Tales. So this one is actually 6 different phonics books in one. So you get to go through and see that there are different books in the single book. So you get a nice sturdy hardcover. These are only $14.99, so really a great way to save on the phonics books. There are quite a few. I have my favorites, so if you're interested in the phonics, please reach out and let me know, and I will recommend the ones I like best. This is actually the book that sold me. I knew I had to have this. After seeing this, I realized how innovative and creative Usborne is with their books. This is hands down our favorite book in this house. All of these in this series of the Nibbles series are hits for us. There is the Dinosaur Hunt, or Dinosaur Guide. The Monster Hunt is but there are also smaller ones. We got Nibbles Numbers and Nibbles Colors, and there is even a Nibbles Plush. These bigger books are $16.99, and I'll show you real quick what it's about. We got a little story about a monster called Nibbles. Nibbles likes to nibble on everything, but his favorite thing to nibble on is books. And he nibbles his way through this story and into some of our favorite fairy tales. So he's nibbled his way into Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and these are very summarized versions of these, obviously. He escapes out of this and goes ahead and nibbles his way into Little Red Riding Hood, and then into Jack and the Beanstalk. In the end of Jack and the Beanstalk, he escapes with the Golden Goose. The Golden Goose drops Nibbles right back where he came from, back into his crate, tells you to quickly close the crate, and then not to take your eyes off of Nibbles. Not even for 1 second. Stop. Can you hear that noise? What is that? Or what's that noise? Sorry, can you hear something? What's that noise? Chew, gnaw, nibble. Oh no, Nibbles, not again. And he's nibbled his way out of this book and into one of our others that we love. These are great for the kids, a little bit younger in age. That is a paper paged book, so be careful with that one. $11.99 for these. These are actual board books. They are very similar. Start out with the Nibbles monster. I love these because he nibbles a hole in each page. So depending on the number, that's how many holes we have on it. I love these because Weston loves to count the holes. So it gives him a good way of counting and then also recognizing the number itself. So in the end, he ends up going all the way through 10 and then nibbles his way out of this book as well. Very lovable little book monster, but a lot of fun. I'm gonna jump forward a little bit in age range and we're gonna pop up into kind of our 8 and older range. These are some of our activity books that we have. I will show you these ones first. These are $9.99. This one is A Year in my life. These are creative prompts, whether it be writing, sketching, drawing, a little bit of something every day of the year. This one is actually for my niece for her birthday. This is called A Year of Art, and it is all about sketching, drawing, creative prompts as well. Then you got books like No Worries. There are other series or other titles in this same idea. There is Be Positive as well, but these go through and give you prompts for different things. So friendships, write down the names of your favorite people or pets. What do you like about them? And then what about me? As your friends, ask your friends what they think about you or what's best about you and write them down. So it goes through, there's different prompts with everything, most of it kind of in an anxiety way, some coloring with some positive affirmations, lots of activities in this. Very, very thorough and great for our younger peoples. $6.99 for that. We also have our Never Get Bored series. So this is the outdoors. This is full of activities to do outside. So you will literally never get bored. These come with a nice little strap here, a nice hard cover on them. These are $14.99. And then the last one I'm going to show you is one of our STEM books. This is our scribble book. We have several of these as well. I believe there is a coding one. This is an engineering one. They also come with the little strap and the durable back. And these are very similar in the sense that there's activities on each page that kind of gear towards whichever subject you're going for. So lots to learn, but lots to keep them busy. These are our graphic novels or graphic classics. These come in a lot of just very, very, I can't even think of the word right now, known stories. We have Hamlet, Macbeth, The Three Musketeers, Dracula. These are great for kids that don't necessarily love to read, because this is a great way of tricking them into reading without actually reading a full-on chapter book. But these are written out like a comic. Obviously, they're not a comic, but you can see they are read out of little text bubbles rather than just a bunch of text on a page. Illustrations on every page for every little piece of the puzzle here. So a great way to trick all those kids into reading that are a little hesitant and to get them possibly into loving reading after all. And these are $9.99. The last ones I'm going to show you today are our magic painting books as well as our wipe clean books. This is a magic painting brush or book. It comes with a paintbrush, and when you open it up, it is very similar if you've ever had those Melissa and Doug books where they paint with water. That's exactly what this is. So the colors come out with the water, which is great for kids that are messy. The back of this book, as if you saw when I pulled it out, is a great separator from each page so that when you color on it, it doesn't soak through to the next. They each come with a paintbrush as well. This one is $9.99. There is Christmas ones of these still available. So if you're looking for a Christmas activity book, this is a great way to go. The other one that also has a Christmas one is some of our Wipe Clean. This one is the Christmas activities. They come with a Wipe Clean pen that you can pop off here very easily and dump it on the floor. Pop it off here. I love these books because they are so simple to color on, and then they instantly like wipe off. So my son goes through and plays with these books himself, and he colors everything under the sun. So even the front page, you can kind of see this isn't made to come off. So even the front, he's like destroyed and it still comes off. These pages, he literally had scribbled over the entire thing and it had sat there for a week or two. And I was able to just grab a tissue and wipe it right off. I've had Wipe Clean books in the past that do not do that. So I will say that they are not all created equal. This is our numbers. We have stuff with letters, numbers, math, addition, subtraction. This is a Christmas present one for him before he goes to or not a Christmas present, before we go to school. There's also the construction activity one. So we worked on these like a week and a half ago, and you can see they wipe off with like little to no force and they come perfectly clean. So there's activities in each. Really great, a great way to get your money's worth. Most of these Wipe Clean books are around $7.99. There are also Wipe Clean cards, so you can actually take stuff on the go. There's first words, there's just pretty much anything you can imagine to learn there is on there. Another Christmas one that we do have in stock that is a big hit is It's Christmas Time. These have 15 reusable stickers in them. They come with a sheet that looks like so to keep the stickers on. This one is a little tricky with the 15 stickers. It's kind of hard to get them back on that sheet because there are so many of them. They kind of fit like a puzzle, so I just leave them in the book. But these go through and there's a cute little story, and these stickers are like a harder plastic and they can be placed anywhere. These are a lot of fun for kids that like to get hands-on with the books. This one says that it's cold outside, the animals need to cozy up. So there's a stocking on that guy, a band or a scarf on this one. There's just a ton of stickers throughout these books. And many of these will go with the different pages as well. You can place them anywhere they'd like. Lots of fun. If the stickers get dirty or stop sticking, lose their stick a little bit, you just rinse them off in cold water and then let them air dry and they're good as new. And this book is $14.99 and still available. So I want to say thank you so much for listening to me and checking out all of my favorite books with me. I am at your expense, so please take advantage of asking me to help with recommendations. I know I've made a couple wish lists. If there's something you see, let me know. I'll add them on. It'll be easy that way to shop. Our website can be a bit overwhelming. The best way to go about it is to scroll over, and on the left side there is a bunch of subtopics and you can find things pretty easily that way. But let me know if you have any questions or if you need any help. And since you guys have been so wonderful with me dealing with some health stuff and having to reschedule, I am actually going to offer everybody who puts an order in tonight or tomorrow a 10% off your entire order, the retail of your entire order. So please get a hold of me before you hit submit on your orders. I can either reimburse you after you've placed your own orders via Venmo, PayPal, Facebook Messenger, Cash App, however it works. but I can also invoice you with the 10% discounted, and that way you don't have to pay it up front. Our shipping is shipping out real quick right now. Within a day or two, they're getting it out of the warehouse and on its way to you, so you have plenty of time before Christmas. And Sarah's Party will be open until Wednesday at midnight. And that is all I have for you. So enjoy the rest of the party. Don't forget to reach out if you need anything from me.